this is Jodi Seery with jodiseery.com. I am a life and love coach, and I'm here to share with you how to make a beginner green smoothie. And a lot of times people shy away from the whole green smoothie thing and the health benefits of it because they think it needs to be complicated. They have to have ingredients on hand that they wouldn't normally stock, or that it has to cost a ton of money to have all these greens in your house. Not so. I'm going to show you my very simple beginner recipe of how to make your own green smoothie and make it simple enough that you can do it, 5 days a week. The old 80-20 rule. Perfect. Go with that and you will reap all the benefits of the green smoothie. Okay, so starting out, I like to use the almond milk as the base. I like to use the unsweetened, the original. You really don't need the sweetened. You're going to find with the other ingredients that it's plenty sweet enough. You really don't need to do that. Then, so I usually just use, just fill it up a little bit, quarter of that. Then I like to use you can use what's called coconut dream, so it's just a coconut milk, sort of, or you can use coconut water, whichever your preference is. The benefits of coconut water or the coconut dream are that it has tons of potassium in it. It's great for electrolytes, so if you happen to be in the summer, if you're exercising a lot, you want to be replacing those electrolytes. If you tend to have muscle cramps, if you're having hot flashes or night sweats, you need to be replacing those electrolytes. So coconut water or the coconut beverage is great for doing that. It's great for that. I'm going to use the coconut dream right now because that's the one that I have open. I happen to like the flavor of coconut, so I fill it typically about halfway with the two liquids, the almond breeze and the coconut dream. Next, what I like to add is chia seeds. Now, chia seeds are a superfood. They have been declared like a world superfood. And what's great about chia seeds is that they have the highest omega-3 and the highest insoluble fiber that nature offers up. So they're also abundant in magnesium, potassium, folic acid, calcium, which are all super important for women's health. And they're an anti-inflammatory. Now, that's so important because inflammation is the cause of disease. It's the cause of aging. So you really want to be getting anything that helps with that anti-inflammatory. You want to be incorporating that into your routine, into your diet. Also, what chia seeds, these little magical seeds do, are they help to stabilize blood sugar. And so that contributes to our cholesterol levels, it contributes to blood pressure, it helps to regulate our insulin levels, so that's a deterrent to diabetes. So those are the big three, right? And if that isn't enough to convince you to incorporate this little wonder food into your diet, is that it also contains tryptophan, as the turkey does, right? As turkey does. And so what's great about tryptophan is that it's a precursor to those really delicious hormones, melatonin and serotonin. So that's super good for emotional health. So I like to add a tablespoon of this, but again, because it's insoluble fiber, when you're starting out, maybe start out at a teaspoon and then just work your way up. Secondly, I like to add flax seeds, and flax is important because it's been found to be very helpful in the prevention of cancers, particularly colon cancer and breast cancer. And the reason for that is that when flaxseed is processed in our body, it mimics estrogen. So those estrogen receptors, instead of picking up estrogen and then causing the effects of too much estrogen in our bodies, it will pick up the result of the processed flax instead. And so flax will fill up those receptors rather than the estrogen. So if you're suffering from a lot of estrogen dominant, you know, heavy periods, cramps, any of those kinds of things, you want to make this your friend. You really do. You want to make that your friend. So again, a tablespoon, but when you're just starting out, maybe start out at a teaspoon. Why they're in these adorable little jars is because both of these, flax and the chia, need to be ground up. And so you just want to use, you know, a handy little coffee grinder to do that. And what I do is I just basically, you know, about every 2 weeks, I just grind up enough for that 2 weeks, and then I store it in these little jars with tight lids, and I put them in the refrigerator, and they stay good. Okay. The next thing I like to add is Udo's oil, and the reason I like this particular brand of oils is because it is the correct ratio that our body needs of 2 omega-3s to every 1 omega-6 and every 1 omega-9. And this is important again because it's anti-inflammatory, so it's great for disease prevention, and it's great for heart health, very important for heart health, and it's also great for your joints, which is so important. You want to be active, and you want to be able to enjoy life, and so it's great for your joints, great for your heart. It's also good for your skin. All right, so talking about good for your skin, here is coconut oil, which I also love, and you only need about a tablespoon of that as well. And coconut oil is super good for your skin when you ingest it, as well as if you applied it topically. So it's great if you experience any kind of eczema, psoriasis. It's great for just aging, stretch marks. Go ahead and slather yourself up with that. Then I like to add Vega, and this is the Tropical Tango version of the Vega. And what this is protein, this is fiber, and this is your omega-3s. So 1 scoop of this is like 10 grams of fiber. It's all plant-based fiber, and it also, plant-based protein. So it's 10 grams, it'll give you 10 grams of protein per 1 scoop, 5 grams of fiber, and it will give you 1 gram of omega-3s. It's produced in Burnaby in BC by Brendan Brazier, and it comes in other flavors. There's chocolate, there's vanilla almond. This happens to be my favorite, so that's Tropical Tango, and that's the one I like. Now we're going to add like a handful of spinach, and you can use kale too. Kale is again another one of those awesome superfoods, but to keep it simple, I like spinach because I can have it on hand, and I use it for salads. I use it for a lot of other things, which you can also use kale for that. But for a beginner smoothie, keep it simple. That's the whole focus here. And now this is banana, and we all know what the great things are about bananas, right? Potassium. It's like a little wonder food in itself. Comes in its own packaging, and it is a family, belongs to the family of the orchid and the lily, which you could see if you peeled a banana and you just left the peel sort of half off and you looked at it, it actually does resemble a lot like a lily. Didn't know that, just found that out. And then of course the last thing I like to add are blueberries, and again another superfood, tons of antioxidants, so great for anti-inflammatory. Again, contains flavonoids, which improves our cardiovascular health and increases blood flow to the eyes, again supporting eye health and also brain health. So super important. Now I like to keep it simple. I know you hear lots of times you have to have the big fancy blender to do this. I don't, okay, because I don't like to have to wash the blender and take it apart. That's too time consuming, and if it's not simple, I'm not doing it, and trusting you're probably not either. So I like to use the Magic Bullet. It works awesome for that. You can make it right in your little cup. You just screw on the base of it, and then you throw it in and turn it on and leave it for about 30 seconds, and you will have yourself a fabulous green smoothie. And it's that simple. You rinse off the base and you have your green smoothie right there in your little mug, and you can drink that down while you're getting ready for work in the morning. Cheers.